What's up, guys? It's Megan Music World, and today I want to take you behind the scenes with me and show you how I remix a song. We're working with That's So True by Gracie Abrams, and it's going to have a country pop vibe, so let's check it out. So when I decided to remix this song, I wasn't sure about the vibe, but I knew that it was a little bit too fast, so I immediately slowed it down. The BPM was like 109, I took it to like 83. And as soon as I did that, I was like, oh, okay, this is a country song. So I was like, let's do a country pop version of this song. And I also lowered the key like 3 semitones down. So one thing I thought about with this remix was it's going to be an easy one because there's not a lot of instrumentation in this song. It's mostly guitar. You've got some kick, you have some strings, but that's pretty much it. It's a very simple vibe. So I knew that I could really flesh out the chorus and build a beat on that. And that's exactly what I did. So this is the chorus by itself. Like I said, super simple guitar. So I went in and I went into my electronic drum kit and I went and grabbed my favorite kit, the 808 Flex. I know it's not like an acoustic drum set that you would use for like a country vibe, but this is country pop. I wanted it to have that sort of pop feel, and I like this drum kit. I think it's fun, and honestly, it sounds really good. We're gonna start with some kick. Now this is a simple kick pattern. We're not making a trap beat today. This isn't like some, I don't know, like jazz funk remix. This is country pop, so we're doing a simple kick. So let me just go ahead and play the kick isolated. So then below that, I ended up adding a sub kick. This is like an 808. So next I tried to add some snares and I just muted them. I didn't really like the sound. So this is a rim sound. I thought this had a really kind of country vibe to it. And of course we got to add some clap in there. I layered 2 claps. Okay, and then we got some hi-hat going on here. I know this like sounds hilarious so far, but trust the process. That's all I'm gonna say. We're gonna throw in some crash sounds. And then I added this little effect. And then, of course, some synth pop strings. This is like a really simple one. I didn't even do chords. I just did like one note at a time. So that is what I added, minus the vocals. So moving on to the vocals, my favorite part. I'm just going to keep it simple and just play the vocal track for you, isolated.
I can go and read your mind, think about your dumb face all the time.
Okay, so that's with the effects. If you look down here at the mixing section, like I use Nectar Elements as a vocal plugin, and this has all kinds of stuff. So it can correct your pitch, it has clarity, de-esser, compressor, tone, space, and you can just kind of mess around with this until you get a sound that you like. I also add a compression, and I have a preset for my voice specifically. This is the Platinum Digital Logic Stock compressor. Logic Stock channel EQ I start with, and then I also add a bus of reverb and a tape delay bus. So it's pretty simple. Like I don't have a lot on my vocal chain, but like if you remove everything, I'll just play for you what it sounds like without those things. I am going to keep the compressor because my vocals are just too quiet without that. So this is what it sounds like isolated.
I can go and read your mind, think about your dumb face all the time, living in your glass house, I'm outside.
And for those of you who aren't really used to recording vocals and this like looks confusing for you, if you see like all these separate cuts here, that's because I recorded my voice multiple times. I did multiple takes and I took the best of each part, because sometimes like you're not going to get a 100% perfect take. You might be a little bit off key or something, you know, it just doesn't sound right. So this is just like different takes of the recording. A little trick I like to do to widen my vocals. I record a separate vocal track after I have my main vocals, and I make it quieter. I duplicate it and I pan one left and one right. It kind of gives it a nice balance. So I'm going to play for you what that sounds like.
I can go and read your mind. Think about your dumb face all the time. Living in your glass house, I'm outside.
It's very subtle, but trust me, it works. Okay, the next thing I want to show you guys is the harmonies for the chorus. This is like my favorite part. I love listening to this. I think I did like 3 harmonies and I stacked a couple of them. I did like some duplicates just to really fill out the vocals in this chorus section. So this is what the vocals sound like for the chorus by themselves.
Want her, ooh, bet you're thinking she's so cool.
Okay, what do you think about that? I like it. I like it. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. And like I said, this was an easy one to work with because there wasn't a lot of instrumentation in the song already. Now, if you are working with a song that you want to remix that has a lot more instrumentation, you're probably going to have to go through and use like an AI software to isolate the different instruments. But with this one, I was able to build a really nice sound, and it sounds a lot different from the original, which I like. I kind of made this one my own. I'm going to go ahead and play the chorus for you now so you can hear it all together. But before that, if you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, comment below if you want to see more producer content from me. And thanks a lot for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.
Want her, ooh, bet you're thinking she's so cool. Kicking back on your couch, making eyes.